Welcome back to the Psalm 40 Project. We're continuing our interview with Dave Buter. Continuing sort of along that idea, are there things that you are excited about, that energizes you, that really, you're excited that LaGrave is doing?
Yes. I think what is becoming more clear through the years is that LaGrave is so much more than Sunday morning worship. It's been stated in our long-range plan, but it's also clear in practice that this church is more than just what's happening in the sanctuary Sunday morning, and that our worship is much more than what's happening in the sanctuary.
Yeah. This
is a church that is engaging in daily worship. You can see it from the activities around the building, from our activities within the neighborhood. That excites me greatly.
Yeah.
And it continues to be a point of emphasis, I think, with council, but also with the pastoral staff and the membership.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I don't have a very long history here, about 6 years or so. But I do see a growing longing that it's not just about Sunday morning and night, that it continues into the week. That's even part of what I do here at the church, is trying to extend those things and remind people of things that happened on Sunday, or how to spur yourself in a situation you might find. Anything else that you're kind of excited about, or?
I do think we are taking a very good step with how we are selecting members of council.
Oh, okay.
That we're further earmarking their assignments to administrative versus calling members. I think we have to be conscious of the time demands that we put on council members, and to the extent that we can better allocate those time commitments to administrative as opposed to calling, and better use the members' gifts, I think council service will be more meaningful for the members. So I am excited about that.
Yeah, this is a big change, I know, for LaGrave, and I'm excited to see how it kind of plays out over the next couple months. This wasn't on the list we gave you, but I've been curious about sort of your role here at the church. You're currently council president, but what were some of the other things that you've been a part of during your time here?
I've been on council, I think 5 different terms now. I was council president previously during one of those terms. I've been on search committees 3 different times for pastors that we've brought here. Long-range planning, and then some other, I suppose, more limited, specialized committees. At one time we had a grief support group that was started by Reverend Steginga. He asked that I get involved with that after the death of my daughter, and we did that for a period of time. But yeah, I love working with the church. I love working within the church. It gives me as much as I can give to the church. It's very worthwhile to me.
That's very evident to me in my interactions with you. I can definitely tell how much you love this church and how much you want to be a part of it. Well, Dave, is there anything that I forgot to ask, or something that may have sparked while we were having a conversation, that you would like to mention?
You didn't ask about the 1987 centennial celebration.
Oh.
And I didn't mention that there were a group of us who put together a celebration picnic for that date. And it is the only time that I'm aware of in the history of LaGrave Church that there was a rap song dedicated to LaGrave Church.
Really?
My guess is it won't happen again.
Probably not. How did that go over?
It went over great.
Okay.
And no one laughed harder than Jacob Eppinga. 4 of us put together a rap song, which
Oh, you did it yourself?
yes, we did it ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. And we invented some lyrics that helped us make fun of ourselves a little bit as a church. But I always remember the refrain in the rap was, "We don't need no wooden shoes. The English language is our big news." And that's what we would always move back to, that refrain after each of our rap verses. Eppinga, I think, laughed harder than anybody.
That's awesome. We might have to get you to dig that out at some point.
I think that's best left in the archives.
I'm sure there are plenty of stories you could tell, and I would encourage folks to ask you about stories, different time periods, how you've seen the church move and grow over the last 60 years or so, because a lot has happened in this place.
Yeah.
And you've been a witness to all of it. So, folks, thank you so much for joining us. I've been with Dave Buter, and it's been quite a pleasure to sit with you and learn more about you. So, Dave, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.